Hi everyone, so welcome to day 3 of Spellbinders 12 Days of Stitchmas. So today we'll be opening up day 3. Lots of fun the last couple days. What I've been doing is making like little ornaments, little felt ornaments that you can just pop on your card. Your recipient has a little keepsake, and it's just a really fun way of giving that. So I am making cards that are cut, matte layered should I say, with the emerald cut layering dies, so I'll have all those things linked there in the description box, and then everything else is just what we're going to create today. So very similar cards, but the ornaments are going to be different depending on the day there. So Spellbinders did send this item free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. I do have the US and UK links. I will link the felt that I'm using down there, the layering dies, of course, those are Spellbinders, the layering dies, and the Stitch add-on kit, which is where I got the sentiments and those kinds of things. So we'll be using that throughout the video. So let's check out day 3. Where is it? It's over here. Okay. So let's pop that guy open and try to do this carefully. And when you first pop it open, you're going to see a little sneak peek on the actual little card that opens up. So let's check out day 3. Oh my goodness, we have a little ho ho, and I suppose you can do ho ho ho, right? So there you go. So let's open this guy up. Oh, I kind of tore that a little further than I wanted to, but that's okay. And let's open this guy up. Very well nestled in there. I'm just using my nail to kind of get in here. So let me get this. And there are the dies themselves. Super cute. Oh my goodness. So let's see how I'm going to use these, because like I said, I've been making ornaments. And so we have this, but we'll work it out. Let's see here. I'm gonna put this to the side. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Okay, so there's a lot going on. So we have these smaller, they're just like script. We have this background piece, of course, and then you have this guy that's not an inlay, it's just going to be, it's a layer, right, which is really nice. I love that. But with that, you do have a layer, an inlay of this little ornament. The ornament also cuts itself. I don't know if you can see that. So the H is independent of itself, on its own, and then this guy is on its own too. So you can definitely pop that in, or don't do it, however much stitching you want to do, of course. And there's a little topper bit for your ornament there. And then a little like star. Cute. I'm assuming you're going to pop that on there, to make it look more decorative. Really adorable. So I'm going to do is think about what I want to do, because again, just the hoe by itself, I don't know, maybe we're going to add some of these guys. We'll see how we work it out, but I will be right back. After giving it some thought, I think I'm going to do something where I have them attached kind of. We're just going to attach them with glue, but you can definitely do partial die cutting. It would just be very difficult to do partial die cutting and not end up actually cutting something here or there when you go to do this last one. That I would say it's almost impossible. It just depends on your machine, because with partial die cutting, what it is you run it through. Let's see, you have paper that goes to like here, and you leave a little bit off. So when you remove this, well, this is the edge of the paper. We don't want, let's pretend it's in the middle of the paper. So it's still going to cut this edge and all that, and you leave a little bit so that your sandwich, your cutting sandwich, isn't touching it. So when you go through, this part does not get cut. That's a fun way to make like edges, so you can just cut this, and then like this is hanging off the side of your paper or however. Or another way to attach things, I've done videos where I've made a box, but like in the corner something was kind of cut out of it. It's pretty cool. I like partial die cutting. It's just something you can do. So you would remove that. The next time you run this guy through, you would only run it through to a certain portion, so then it doesn't cut here, right? But you're already cutting this off, so it's almost impossible to get a third piece stuck to it. But you guys can think about it if you can do some kind of fun trick. I don't know. I'm just going to stick them together. And then also I was thinking, I haven't done anything in like wintry colors. Everything I've been doing is pretty much red and green, like very typical things. So I think we'll do that today. So again, I have my, oh, actually, look at this. I have dark blue, white, and light blue from another project. The only thing is the white one here is actually soft, but you know what? That'll be okay. Actually, I'm going to use it just to give it a nice look. So I figure the white will be the background. So I'm going to run this through this twice. right? I need 2 of the background and 1 through here. And then we have our other bits here. I was thinking about bringing in a little bit of lavender too, so maybe let me see about that. Again, this one, the felt, I don't mind, you know, I even have sparkly felt. If it's kind of the softer felt, because these things aren't super intricate, like I could cut that out and it wouldn't be a problem, you know. But let me grab the lavender. So you can definitely run this through a softer felt or a thicker felt. Ooh, look at this. So maybe some kind of like frozen colors, right? Okay, so maybe this guy, the light color. I don't think I need this. Oh, you know what? Wait. I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this, because I think maybe this would be cuter if we kind of did that with the light blue and the purple. Okay, so I'm going to run this through lavender. So lavender's not going to make a big show today, but it'll be a little something. So 2 times through the light blue, because I do want that just to match. Maybe this one through the dark blue. And then we'll talk about these other pieces in just a moment. So I'll be right back. In the last few videos I've been giving you the tip that you want to cut this into a die cutting system that has a metal shim. If you have a machine that just has a lot of pressure, that'll work too. But generally, whenever I have a machine that has a metal shim, I put the metal shim, my felt, the die facing down, cutting into that metal shim, and then whatever your sandwich is for your machine. So just something to think about. I'll be right back. So let's see what we have. Look at that. And again, this stuff, it's fluffy, it's different. You know, I ran it through twice, so it did shift a little bit, I guess. I really wanted to make sure it went through. So all these little bits, I can just, you know, take a finer, what's the thing called? Scissor, and just kind of cut that little bit away. So that's the one thing with this fluffy stuff. I do like the fluffy stuff for, like, if you're making flowers. It looks really cute because it's very soft and, you know, moves really nicely. Okay, so there's that one. Look at this guy. So again, this pops out, like, it cuts at the same time, should we say. So if you want that blue, you know, that's fine. If you want a different color, which I probably will do a light blue or something like that. Just getting that guy out. Look at that. And then again, these little bits that stay in, I just pop them out as I'm sewing, so that's not the biggest deal. And then we'll cut that one out again from probably a light blue, just so it brings that back. We already have these backgrounds, and we have these, our lettering. Ooh, that one's really on there. See that? Just probably take like an embroidery scissor. That'd be better. I'm using these huge scissors. Okay, so I'm gonna clean everything out, and that would go there and all that. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know that I'm gonna run this one through. I'm just gonna do the stitching on the H, I think. So I'm gonna take this guy and run it through the lavender just in this area, so I can get a lavender color. Little guy, actually, that's not true. The light blue, sorry, because I already have a lavender star center. So I'm gonna run that through the light blue. I also have some like gold lame kind of felt, so I'm gonna run this piece through that. And I think that'll be it. We'll get it put together and stitched and all that. So I'll be right back. This out. So I have that and that lame, and then just this light blue area. I mean, since I have this dark blue one, I mean, I could run it through with this and just have that light blue going to show the dark blue. But like I said, I just wasn't gonna stitch it, so it's something to think about, you know, if you still want to match it up. I am going to take the die from day 1 and make the little hanger, right? So from day 1, I have this little guy, and I've been using that as my hanger. So I'll do that also, and I'll probably just run it through the dark blue, just why not, so it kind of pops a little bit. And I have a little piece of dark blue left right here. Ooh, let's not mess up our lettering. So I will be right back. Okay guys, we have these pieces. You know, the first ones I ran forward and back. These guys I just ran one time, so you can see that one's sticking a little more than I would like. But again, it's pretty much the impression is there. Even if you have a machine that just does really good, has like really great pressure, you can still kind of help yourself and cut that out, even if it doesn't cut out completely. So just a tip. Look how cute that is. Even, I mean, like the detail is there. Really, really adorable. Okay, pop that little center piece out. And I think today I'm going to use a craft glue or just a glue, because these are pretty thin and it's hard for me to use, you know, a hot glue gun to do that. So again, any craft glue, honestly, Elmer's is really good for stuff like this, but Aleene's, tacky glue, any of those kinds of things. I do have Beacon 3-in-1 that actually works really well too. And I just tested it again because I haven't used it in years, and I mean, I can see that it's holding that close. So I'll be using beacons today. But you can imagine we're gonna have something like this. How cute is that? And then this little guy in the center, and you know, it's very basic, but again, if you wanted to run this guy through, we can match those guys up. But I think that's going to be very cute. Let's keep it simple. And let me grab my stitching kit. We're just going to do our little stitching on this, and I'll just stitch with gold, you know, bring out the gold there. But in this add-on kit, there is this one that is variegated and lovely. Oh, I like the way it's packaged. It's a little different than the other ones. It has some kind of something that keeps it nice and straight. But anyway, all right, we'll use this. I don't know how much of it will actually end up showing. Let me pull from this side because it's not a lot of stitching, but I'll take a good, I don't know, 1.5 feet. It does have some really quick, I would say, color changes. I don't know if you can see how many variegations there are, so that's good. I think with this kind of stuff, it's probably important to have color changes that are pretty quick, because how much are you stitching, you know, that you can really see that color change. I'm just trying to grab my needle from my needle minder. I just kind of pop it in here. So I'm gonna grab that one needle. There are four in the add-on kit. So, and then are we gonna separate this out? You want to keep it one piece? It's up to you. I think one bulky piece might be nice. Let's do that. So I'm gonna thread it on this side because this side is completely frayed, and I'll be right back. So I thread that, and we're going to put a little knot over here. All right. I will still probably use hot glue, to be honest, when I glue these guys together, because I want that to hold on and all that, but all these other fine things, it'll be a little different. So this one, you're just doing your stitch. Now you can do a back stitch, you can do a running stitch, whatever you think you should do. I'm going to come up from this second hold from the end, and I guess I'm going to work that way, which, you know, whatever you prefer. I'm going to go to the hole next to it on the right. And then again, we're using the whole thing, and then I'm going to come up to the one to the left. I'll probably get rid of that knot, to be honest, if I can flatten it out, and then go down on the right again, and then go up on the left, down on the right. That's all you're doing. So up in the next little opening and down here. So I guess this is more of a back stitch, isn't it, because we're going back and back. A running stitch would just kind of leave a little gap in between, but there you go. And then down on this side. You saw I didn't get rid of that little piece. There it goes. Okay, up on the left and down on the right. And I like that I'm using a nice thick piece of embroidery floss, keeping all 6 strands together. And I'm going to continue doing that till I get to the post here on the H, right? And once I get here, then you're gonna pivot, and you can either tie it off, start again, or just go up one side and then go up the other side. Obviously it's gonna be hard because you're in the middle, so you're gonna have to make a choice as far as what you want to do there. But same thing, I'll just pop up to the right, pop up on the left. And generally on the back it looks the same because you're essentially doing the same thing. So let me go there and show you. It looks a little more braided on the back, but I guess that makes sense because you're making kind of a loop back there. Anyway, all right. Up here, down on the right, pop up on the left. All right, guys, very easy. And then that's it. Then I'll make my card. I'll probably have a little music over it because it's going to be the same card I've been doing. And I don't want to belabor your time. Belabor your time? I don't know. Belabor that, I guess, is what I'm looking for. Alright. I'll be right back. Just keep going. And then just make your choice once you get here. Do you want to work up this way and then tie it off and then start again? Or just bring your string all the way down straight? You can do that because it's very hard to see in between these. So if you just went up and then came back down, you would be fine. Okay, I'll be back. So I made my choice to come this way, so now I'm going to bring it down here. I probably should have gone up because then I only have a little bit to come back down this way. Now I got to go up this whole thing. And you can do it a little more neatly, like I can probably like kind of go into here and then maybe out on this side. Just to show you. I'm just going underneath the threads. Okay, and then I'll end up back up here. And we'll do the same thing. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just working up. So here, just a couple more to do, guys. That's why I came back I feel like this video might be quick, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I always think that, and then I go to edit, I'm like, it was half an hour or whatever. I'm like, how? So anyway, all right, let's finish this guy up. And, you know, instead of making a knot, I think I'm going to sew it in like I did right now. So there's that one. And just kind of go in and out a little bit. Just makes it more flat. Instead of having a big, huge knot. We're going to glue it down anyway, so I don't think it'll come apart. Famous last words. Okay. I guess there probably aren't famous last words, but there you go. So this guy, I kind of want to deal with him. You know, I can pull it tighter. That's what I need to do. And then I'm going to cut this away. And maybe I can glue this down kind of flat. Okay? Hopefully that wasn't too out of frame there. So we have lots of things we can play with here. Again, I do have my hot glue gun on. I have no problem using it for like this area because it's just a big circle there. We can imagine that this was here. I probably should lay that down first. And then we have this guy. Just kind of tucked in there. Right, it has a little bit of that white edging. And this guy will be here. Cute. Okay, so where's my other, here it goes. When it's something smaller like this, I'd rather just hold it and use glue that's not gonna, you know, demolish my hands. I'm just going to put that little guy there, in the center as much as I can. It feels nice and warm there. With this guy, I don't know if I should put it on here or just behind there. Like right up here or just behind it. It needs to be up a little bit on there, huh? So I'm going to put the glue. So it's just a little bit touching the bulb. I don't know, I call those bulbs. Is that a bulb? I don't know. Okay. Trying to think how I want to do this one. What I think I'm going to do with this one is put the hot glue on this. And then go from there. Again, we can use the glue, but I trust the hot glue more. I just don't want to burn my fingers. So I'm going to do this. Pretty much adding that on there. Pretty much on the very back of the stitching. There's going to be glue all over the place, and that's okay. While I'm here, we need to tuck this guy in. Oh no, there goes my laundry. I know you're going to hear beeping, but I cannot do anything about that right now. Okay, let's bring this guy over. And I'm going to do a little bit at a time here. There we go. Nice. Love it. Looks really good. Do you have any extra glue like I just touched? I was going to say you can just leave it there, but I already touched it. Sometimes I'll take the back of my nail and tuck it in because that way I can just peel away the extra. But I don't recommend that. You probably just want to let it sit there and then just cut it away. It's super easy if you have a smaller like embroidery, so you just snip the very back off, or that piece that's sticking out. Let me go turn off my dryer and I'll be right back. So this is absolute adorable. I mean, you can do this 3 times, right? Maybe different colors, super cute. And then this guy, I'm just going to use this guy again because I don't want to burn my fingers, but I do want this adhered, of course. Let me remove this little bit of stuff here. Okay, I'm just going to take a little glue here, there. Now this is the kind of thing I would just put on the back of my hand and pat, 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 but I'm not going to put this glue on the back of my hand because it smells pretty caustic. So it's not something I think I want to wrap myself in. Okay, so I'll do the same thing with the second one. I'll kind of clean up the glue as I need, but there you go. Okay, I'll do the same thing with the second one. Here, I'm just kind of layering them up. I was thinking about layering them this way. I don't know if that's going to work the best. I guess the H and the O here can still kind of touch it. It really needs a place to like hold on to it, right? Or else it's going to fall off. So, I mean, it could go there, right? Cute. And then I was initially planning to do it this way, but then I thought, oh, do I want it that long, right? As far as it being an ornament to be this wide. And then where do you put the little hanger? I'll still put the hanger here. But I think I'm going to go with it like this. It almost looks like cursive, right? And it keeps going. That's cute. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's get some glue like here. More that way. I'm going to line that up, even though this guy's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to see where that would look the nicest. All this little glue that's out here, again, you can kind of do this kind of thing while it's still wet, just to get rid of the bulk of it, and then just leave it. Or use a tool if you don't want to put your hand on it. I totally understand that. And then this one can come over here. And I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I don't know as far as where it's straight. Like maybe I can look at that line right there and just make sure it's coming out the same spot. Sounds good to me. Let's put the glue on here. Okay, so let's line that up there and line this one up in the same spot. We'll bring this guy down and over. So essentially that should be the same. Okay, I'm going to put a little extra glue that I didn't want, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to be right back. Let that set up. Okay guys, so that is my little ornament for today. I mean, that's pretty cute. I will say, like I said, if you have like this little clump of glue, all you have to do is just kind of cut it and just peel it away. So I'll take some time to do that if it looks like I need to clean anything up. It's cute. I love the way that I use the softer felt in the background. If you feel like it's too soft, you can definitely double it up. You know, run through twice and then double it up. You can run through paper. There's no reason why your ornaments can't have paper and felt all together. And then this guy, I think I'm gonna glue it like right there, right? Kind of has to go in the back towards the center. So if I have that, I'm gonna put a little hot glue on this. Oh my gosh, I can't, like, how am I gonna pick up this hot glue gun? I don't know why I was struggling with that. Okay. I just put glue on basically the front side of that. And I'm gonna tuck this kind of down a little bit so it's kind of out of the way, but you also need it. And again, this could have been white. It could have just, faded away. I just did blue, because why not? So that's kind of what the back looks like. And there's that. And then you still put your little hook on there. I'm gonna make my card right now, and as I said, my card's been looking like this, so I'm just gonna choose some papers from the Handmade Holidays. I'm probably gonna orient it this way, and I think it's gonna fit right across. I didn't even look at that, to be honest. If I really wanted this to fit on my card, like that was my gauge, I would have done something a little bit different, but I think it's basically 5.5. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, it's like 5 3/4, right? There you go. But anyway, it'll be fine. I'll be right back. Check in with you on this one because I've been doing my little stamping on this, and then I put my little character or whatever it might be. With this one, since it is so big, I think the best way to put it on here is something like that. If I went straight across, it's okay. I mean, it literally is just like the most minuscule amount off, but I am going to put it like this. I think that'll be fun. And then I used a darker blue paper, so what I'm going to do is choose a sentiment that fits in this spot, which I think I have one in mind. We have Jingle All the Way. Is that the one I was thinking about? I think it is the one I was thinking about because it's very Santa, right? So we have all these other ones. So I have that guy. I'm just going to go for it because I love to live dangerously. And probably not the best thing to do, but I can see that I can put it like right down here and that'll be fine. I don't know where my embossing buddy went, guys. Oh, it's always right here in front of me, and I'm sure it is, and it's just, you know, I've had it for like 15 years, so I'm sure it'll pop up here. But for right now, I went ahead, since I just used the dryer, I was like, oh, maybe a dryer sheet. So I'm going to rub a little dryer sheet on here. I do not know if that works, but we're going to try it. Get some of that static off, because I do not want any of this white embossing powder to stick. That would be really not great. So I'm really juicing that up with just some clear embossing powder, white pigment ink, whatever it is you want to use, that'd be great. I'm going to line this up down here. I literally can't see what I'm doing. The only way I know that it's even touching, I don't know if you saw it got darker blue because the clear embossing, the ink is touching the cardstock now. And that's the only way that I know that I'm actually doing anything. And I always take my time with that and let it really soak in. And I can see that that is awesome. Perfect. Okay. See how it just wants to stick already? Okay. So let's get that on there. I always give a firm little whack on the back. All these little extra bits, actually I'm going to do it one more time because it looks like some didn't quite stick where I wanted it to. I'll take like a little brush, right now unfortunately I only have this big guy, but just get rid of these little extra bits. Because when you heat set that, they will absolutely heat set too, and it just doesn't look as nice and clean. So I'm going to take a moment to kind of get rid of whatever I can. I think Embossing Buddy does a better job than a dryer sheet. There you go. And then I always give it another little whack just in case I might get rid of some of those other little bits. Okay, I'm going to heat set that and I'll be right back. And that's what I have. So I'm going to clean up. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I just put a little weight on that to keep it flat, especially since we did the heat embossing. A lot of times it makes your paper kind of do some funny things. Okay, so I just want to make sure I have that open the right way. I do. We're just going to stick this down just like I've been doing. So just add a little tape. And actually I'll probably clean that up a little bit, like this piece right here. Does not need to be there. You guys know this stuff comes right off, right? That's kind of why I'm like not afraid of putting this on here, because it doesn't do the best job of holding in general. It does okay. I shouldn't say that. It'll hold a card topper, onto the card and all that kind of thing, but you can definitely manipulate that kind of tape. So there you go. So I have my little jingle all the way with the ho 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 ornament, super cute. Just keep it in theme with what I've been doing. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks so much, Spellbinders, for setting the advent calendar for review. I'll do day 4 tomorrow, and I'll continue working on them and just having fun. They're all coming out so cute. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll have the links in the description box. Images are coming up, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.